What is up with Coach Brian Kelly? Welcome to episode 303 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football, and if you do as well, please subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Okay, so LSU got trounced by the Florida State Seminoles in Orlando, Florida. Florida State is stacked. Florida State is ready to make a run to the college football playoffs. So why is Brian Kelly acting the way he is? Very odd statements coming out of the head coach of LSU. Let's take a look from an article this morning from Zach Barnett of Football Scoop. Zach Barnett. Brian Kelly denies saying something he clearly said. Well, we will provide a link in the description. You can read the whole article. Last week, Kelly proclaimed LSU would beat the heck out of Florida State. On Tuesday, yesterday, Kelly said it is not in his nature to make those kind of comments. What? Losing by 3 touchdowns as a favorite in a national showcase game was bad enough, but at least LSU head coach Brian Kelly didn't proclaim victory ahead of Sunday night's game. I think you all know me. I'm pretty careful what I say and how I said it. Never have I been cavalier or disrespectful to an opponent in my 33 years, Kelly said on Tuesday via the Lafayette Daily Advertiser. So if somebody wants to prop up a comment and inflate it into something that is not, that's what social media is about today. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Coach Mike Norvell. I know who the opponent was. It's just not in my background or nature to make those kind of comments. One problem. Kelly very much did say LSU was going to beat Florida State, beat the heck out of Florida State to be exact. Appearing on his weekly radio show last Thursday, Kelly and host Chris Blair were talking about the improvement in the way LSU practices in comparison from year 1 to year 2 and how that was the bellwether for how the entire program has developed in his time at Baton Rouge. Kelly said LSU was by no means a finished product. 40% of the travel roster will be making their trip as Tigers last weekend, but that newness was not a crutch. LSU was still going to beat the heck out of Florida State. I think we're in a really good position in year 2, Brian Kelly stated. Look, I will say that there are some areas that still need to be improved. We're going to take 15 freshmen on this trip and 14 transfers, so nearly 40% of this travel roster are going to go overnight for the first time with LSU. That's not a disclaimer of any kind. And here is the PATC money shot of the article. That's not a disclaimer of any kind, Brian Kelly said. We're going to beat the heck out of Florida State. But what I'm saying is we're still developing our football team with new players, freshman players, transfer players. We're still in the process of developing, and it's only going to get better as we continue to develop the program. So it's pretty exciting from my perspective that we sit here going into year 2. The future's pretty bright. If I was buying stock, I'd buy some LSU football stock right now. The crowd on hand clearly took Kelly's comment as a pre-game bravado. They applauded after the beat the heck out of line. So this isn't a case of Kelly being misunderstood. And finally, a coach proclaiming they were going to win that weekend's game is by no means controversial. And the loss was not the end of LSU's season. All in all, it's not that big a deal, which is why it's odd that Kelly denied saying something he clearly said. It's true. This is not LSU. It's not the end of the season for the LSU Tigers. They lost the first game last year. They lost the game against Florida State last year, 24-23. They went all the way on to play for the SEC championship game. They can do the same thing this year. So why is Kelly denying something, Coach Brian Kelly denying something he clearly said on Thursday when he said they were going to beat the heck out of Florida State? I don't know. Look, head coaches being odd is not something new. A lot of coaches are a little odd. I think maybe the profession calls for some oddity in these individuals. But Brian Kelly, look, if you're going to say something like what you said last Thursday, the days before the Florida State game, and then after the beatdown, deny that you even said it or even said anything like that in nature, when it's easily can be discovered, investigated by everybody that you did say exactly what was being reported. Why are you going down that pathway? Is this a deflection for the performance of your football team? I think it only puts a hotter spotlight on the LSU football program. The problem with head coaches denying something that they clearly said, the distrust factor between the head coach and the players, the head coach and the administrators, the head coach and the boosters, sometimes can be, well, let's just say, very damaged. The relationships can be very damaged. So, Coach Kelly, Brian Kelly, what is up? What is going on with Coach Kelly and the LSU football program? Stick with us here at Peek Around the Corner as we cover everything in college football. Week 2 is coming up last night in the live show. If you missed it, go and watch it. We did our Week 2 predictions, myself and the PATC community, as we gear up for a fantastic weekend of football games. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.